This is Nightline. Tonight, celebrity break-ins. From superstars like Beyonce and Jay-Z to sports greats like Travis Kelce and Saquon Barkley.
My privacy has been violated in more ways than one.
A spate of security breaches of celebrities' homes raising questions about safety and security.
If you're a five-star artist, you've got to have a five-star security person.
Why have high-profile stars become targets? Plus, chatfishing. Some users are leaning on AI to make connections on dating apps.
The more I read it, the more I was like, this just makes less and less sense.
How you can spot a fake and keep it real. And a very Brady house.
Welcome. Thank you.
We're going inside one of the most beloved homes in TV history. Peter Brady himself showing up for our tour.
For 60 years have been meeting people who treat me as though I'm a member of the family. And that's a gift because we grew up together.
All the details the new owner included.
This is the phone where Jan gets the call from George Glass.
Hi, George. Sure, I can talk. It's so sweet of you to call, George.
How she's making sure it can stay forever Brady. From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, from armed robberies to gate crashes, a rash of break-ins and security breaches at celebrity homes, even those of superstars like Beyonce and Jay-Z, blowing up the headlines and making it clear thieves and bad actors seem to be more brazen than ever, even intruding in broad daylight.
Morgan got robbed.
Twice.
And she said it was the worst thing that ever happened to her.
Reality star Morgan Stewart opening up about 2 robberies at her home on the latest episode of Netflix's Therapist.
They smashed through my office door and they went into our bedroom, ransacked my husband's watches. This is happening a lot in the area. Unfortunately, it's happening all the time. Basically everyone I know has gotten robbed.
Brazen burglaries and attempted break-ins at the homes of celebrities fill the headlines.
A man crashed his vehicle through the gates of actress Jennifer Aniston's Los Angeles home.
Tom Hanks is among the victims of a burglary ring.
From Jennifer Aniston to Tom Hanks to Travis Kelce, A-listers seem to have a target on their home.
Anybody that is worth or paid a lot of money and leads a very high-profile, sort of luxury-driven life by most people's definition are going to be targets no matter where they are. People get their ideas about how to commit crime based on what they see in front of them.
Philadelphia Eagles running back Saquon Barkley, beloved for plays like this reverse leapfrog in 2024, recently found himself confronting an intruder in his home while he was there with his fiancée and 2 young children.
Our main concern is that the residents of that home at the time were unharmed, which they were. They were fine afterwards, obviously unsettled as anyone would be.
Barkley speaking out about the incident to a local news station.
It made me a little more aware that I've got to be a little more sharper with my security.
Police are still searching for the suspects. Some security experts say feeling unsafe at home does not have to be the new normal for the rich and famous.
There are ways that you can flex your wealth and enjoy your assets and resources, but you have to be careful.
On July 15th, a man crashing into the gate of Beyonce and Jay-Z's posh Hamptons estate in broad daylight. It's unclear whether Beyonce and Jay-Z were home at the time. That driver pleading not guilty to criminal mischief and misdemeanor criminal charges. Representatives for Beyonce and Jay-Z did not respond to ABC News' request for comment. In former Sweet Life of Zack and Cody star Dylan Sprouse claiming on his Wild Man podcast that he and his supermodel wife Barbara Palvin survived an attempted home invasion this spring by holding an intruder at gunpoint.
I'm like, walk slow, keep your hands out. I don't want any funny business. So I take him out to the front and outside my gate. And I have the gun on him, and the first thing I asked was what the were you thinking?
The couple did not press charges.
I think that A-listers and celebrities can better protect themselves and their homes by doing a number of things. Hiring personal security, signing up for a vehicular mobile patrol that provides a visual presence at the residence. Cameras, sensors. It's advantageous to have a dog. Dogs are known, even little dogs. They bark. If there's an intrusion or a sound, they alert to it.
Anthony A.D. Davis is a celebrity security expert who has provided security services for big names like Ariana Grande He says that demand for services like his are on the rise.
I've seen too often where you look at the net worth of an individual or the type of lifestyle of an individual and the security that they've contracted don't match the lifestyle. If you're a 5-star artist, you've got to have a 5-star security person.
High-profile sports stars have also been targets.
Someone is trying to break into the house right now. My daughter is there. This is Joe Burrow's house. She is staying there. He's at the football game.
In 2024, the home of Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow, along with the home of Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, were broken into while the NFL stars were on the field. Burrow addressing the incident.
I feel like my privacy has been violated in more ways than one, and way more is already out there than I would want out there and that I care to share. So that's all I got to say about that.
The Department of Justice eventually arrested 7 Chilean nationals accused of burglarizing NFL and NBA players' homes, stealing more than $2 million in jewelry, watches, and other valuables while the athletes were away or playing in professional games at the times of the burglaries.
Because there's such a mass volume of break-ins in this country, 1 million plus a year, that it's just something that's not going to go away, because a chunk of it is driven just by opportunity.
There are things that you can do to mitigate making yourself a target. Be aware if there's a car that you see is following you, or someone at the restaurant or the store is paying too much attention to you. Or maybe it's a fact that you've got a $50,000 purse and $250,000 watch, and not to say that you can't enjoy your wealth, but take the precautions to protect yourself.
We turn now to the rise of so-called chatfishing, people bringing AI into their dating app experience, using chatbots to help make connections. Many they encounter, though, say the difference is obvious and a big red flag. Here's ABC's Sophie Flay.
You've heard the term catfishing, as popularized in the MTV reality series Catfish.
Sometimes a little bit of fiction, wow, catfish curveball, leads to a whole lot of reality,
where people craft fake online personas to mislead others, particularly when it comes to dating and romance. And now, some dating app users say potential matches are enlisting the help of AI chatbots to help them flirt and communicate, labeling it chatfishing.
The more I read it, the more I was like, this just makes less and less sense. This doesn't make sense in the context of a real human conversation.
27-year-old Brianna Dobson says she was messaging with a connection she made on a dating app when she says the texts felt off.
I got a couple red flags from it, but I was like, okay, maybe this is just, maybe they're socially awkward or they just communicate very formally. So I entertained it, and the second message I got was so obviously AI generated.
So Dobson decided to call them out.
The switch up was crazy, the just change in the way that he talked, and he doubled down. He absolutely doubled down, even though his texting style completely changed, everything.
66-year-old Lainey Rada says while she's found success in the past on dating apps, a recent date admitted during an in-person meeting that they used AI to chat with her online.
I thought it was strange as far as I wouldn't do that. I've always prided myself on being authentic. So if I'm going to meet somebody, you have to show up. You have to show up in every way.
Relationship experts say that while chatbots can be a helpful tool for expression, transparency is key for fostering genuine connections.
Be honest, be honest with the person and just let them know that you are a little bit uncomfortable with communicating and that you're relying on AI to help. But I feel like honesty is always the best policy, because if you hide behind a mask, the mask is going to eventually fall off.
As for ways to prevent yourself from getting chatfished, her advice is simple.
Do a video chat, do a phone call or something like that to make sure you're really talking to that person. Then you can go ahead and take that relationship or the conversation outside of the technology and let's meet somewhere public and let's see if we can move forward with this.
Our thanks to Sophie. When we come back, we're with Christopher Knight, Peter Brady himself, from the show every 70s kid loved, The Brady Bunch. In the house where everything Brady happened. You won't believe what it looks like now.
That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
Welcome back. Groovy news for everyone who grew up Brady. The Brady Bunch house is open for tours. Stand where Peter broke Carol's favorite vase, where the kids built that house of cards, even where Marcia famously yelped, "Oh, my nose." And thanks to the painstaking work of one Uber fan, it's exactly how you remember it. Here's ABC's Trevor Ault with another look.
This is the Studio City neighborhood in Los Angeles. This was from 1969 to 1974, the outside of the home of the Brady Bunch. And not only have they maintained the outside, but the inside has been renovated to be an exact replica of how it looked in the show.
And there to greet me at the door,
Trevor, how we doing?
welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Peter Brady himself, Christopher Knight. He's here to help celebrate the opening of the Brady Experience.
Here's the story of a lovely lady.
So here's the story of a house named Brady.
They say it's the second most photographed house in America.
That's what I've heard.
Second only to the White House. The Brady Bunch house now open to the public. The Experience is part of a wave of nostalgia for cult TV shows that left their mark on American culture, like the Friends Experience.
Oh my God!
Fans are eager for the chance to immerse themselves in the fictional worlds created in their favorite shows. But the difference with the Brady Experience is that it's permanent and built in the actual home used as the exterior from the beloved TV show.
The Brady Bunch was really about three boys and their father who became a family with three girls and their mother. And this series and this storyline still resonate with people.
Even though it only ran for 5 seasons, the Brady Bunch lived on in syndication for decades, earning generations of viewers.
Growing up in the 80s, you have 3 channels. So after school, I watched the reruns.
Tina Trahan now owns the house and runs the Brady Experience.
This is an art installation. That's how I view it.
In 2023, she bought the house from HGTV, which had purchased the home in 2018, updating it for their series of Very Brady Renovation, in which they replicated the studio set interior.
When you walk into the house, it's a time machine. It's just this crazy feeling that you're in your childhood TV set or you're a guest on the show. It's wild.
I think Brady Bunch fans are going to freak out when they enter this house. There's something to remind fans of every episode.
This is the phone where Jan gets the call from George Glass. Hi, George.
Oh, hi, George. Sure, I can talk. It's so sweet of you to call, George.
Of course, the story about Jan's fake boyfriend, George Glass, was repeated in the 1996 movie A Very Brady sequel. This scene was the origin of the now beloved meme known as Sure Jan.
He's really good looking, and he thinks I'm super cool. Sure, Jan.
And of course, the football. We all know about the football when Peter hits Marcia in the nose.
Out of my nose! Out of my nose! Out of my nose!
Up those stairs where the whole family would line up in the opening credits, the bedrooms filled with even more treasures.
There was an episode where Jan got this locket. It was sent from someone. It was anonymously sent.
You sent me the locket.
She found out Alice sent it to her. I'm the guilty party. There's a little picture of Jan and a picture of Alice.
And in the boys' bedroom,
there was an episode where Bobby plays pool with one of Mike's friends.
Thanks, Mr. Matthews. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. How many packs of gum do I owe you?
And whoever won got
256 packs of gum you owe Bobby.
True to form, there are
256 packages of gum you won in our pool game.
256 packs of gum in here,
and
even though we can't see it.
Right, and this is exactly what it looked like when it came to the house.
Now that's really nice.
Why is the detail so important to you?
I have to do it justice, you know? Too many people mentally grew up in this house for me to mess it up.
Christopher Knight, who played middle brother Peter Brady, essentially did grow up in this house.
So I know that you're Chris, but in here, are you still Peter a little bit?
I left here as Peter. I do come back as Chris. That was a sign that I made at home. Yeah. It said no girls allowed, I think, on their side, and keep off.
He was 11 years old when the Brady Bunch premiered in 1969 and 16 by the series finale.
How distinct are your memories from the time period of being on the set of this exact house?
Very distinct. Yeah. I mean, I could probably remember the difference between 8 and 10 much better than I can discern the difference between 38 and 40. This was such a special place that I generally certainly recognize it.
And it was at this desk where a nervous 12-year-old faced down his biggest challenge.
Peter became a
Scoop Brady.
Scoop Brady, yeah, right there. I didn't have a whole lot of talent, and I wasn't very experienced, and I had ADD. They were a little concerned.
Yeah.
Could he do it? That was the hero episode.
I've got to get this column over to my editor right away.
Can you believe how much of an impact that show still has on people?
No, certainly couldn't have predicted it. And it seems that the times that it has the biggest effect is when there's a lot of angst, generally, in society.
The intent of the show, which was to celebrate blended families and large families, just with pure intention and heart, that still comes across.
For 60 years have been meeting people who treat me as though I'm a member of the family. I don't even know their name yet, and I could be invited to Thanksgiving dinner.
The Brady Experience gives people the gift of fond memories while also giving back. Proceeds will go to Wags and Walks, a nonprofit that saves at-risk dogs.
Tina's desire is to have the house be effective in raising money for charity.
And Tina Trahan has now taken an extra step to ensure this landmark lasts. Earlier this year, the Los Angeles City Council designated the home a historical cultural monument, protecting it from demolition.
What were the reasons that you believed it deserved to be considered a landmark?
Well, it has to be over 50 years old, which it is. It was built in 1959. I'm just trying to preserve it because I know how much happiness it brings people. To me, it is really important because it brings people together.
Our thanks to Trevor. The Brady Experience is open through October. When we come back, remembering the Oscar winner behind that haunting song, Falling Slowly. And finally tonight, remembering Irish music star Glen Hansard. Tributes pouring in for Oscar winner, singer-songwriter, known for starring in and performing his haunting song from the film Once, Falling Slowly.
Falling slowly, eyes that know me.
Police in Ireland say Hansard died in a motorcycle crash earlier today. Bruce Springsteen calling him on Instagram a great musician, good friend, and a generous and gracious man. Glen Hansard was 56. And that's Nightline for this evening. See you right back here tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.